The story begins in Petersburg, Virginia. The air is tense as FBI agents chase a man through busy streets, weaving through people and dodging traffic. The man runs into narrow alleys and hidden corners, desperate to escape. Eventually, he reaches the top of a huge sports stadium. Sirens grow louder as the agents get closer. With no way out and nowhere to hide, the man makes a last, risky choice. He leaps off the edge, falling into the dark water far below. The scene then travels back several years to a peaceful time in Ray Cooper's life. Ray is on a much-needed vacation with his wife, Amanda, and their young daughter, Rachel. The family is happy, enjoying every little moment together, playing, laughing, and relaxing. One evening, Amanda sings a gentle lullaby to Rachel. Her voice is warm and soothing, and it helps the little girl drift off into sleep with a smile. Their joy does not last forever. Amanda is suddenly diagnosed with cancer, and she must be admitted to the hospital. Ray is determined to save her at any cost. He works harder than ever, selling everything he owns and even mortgaging his home to pay for the treatment. The hospital room becomes their world. Ray and Rachel do everything they can to keep Amanda's spirits high, even celebrating Rachel's birthday there. Amanda gives Rachel a small stuffed bunny she names Follow, a gift she will treasure forever. Ray works as a boxing coach, and in between hospital visits, he teaches Rachel how to box. He wants her to be strong, to keep fighting no matter what life throws at her. Rachel spends as much time with her mother as she can, recording little moments on her camera, Amanda fixing her eyebrows, smiling at her, and laughing. These small videos and pictures become priceless memories as time goes on. One day, the doctor shares a small ray of hope. A new medicine is about to be released that could help Amanda recover. But when Ray investigates, he learns something shocking. The drug's release has been delayed on purpose. The head of a powerful drug company, Simon Keeley, has paid a huge amount of money to keep it off the market, meaning patients like Amanda cannot get it in time. This discovery fills Ray with anger and disbelief. Amanda's condition keeps getting worse. On TV, Keeley appears in a live interview, answering questions from the public. Ray calls in, telling Keeley that his greed is destroying lives and warning that if Amanda dies, he will hunt him down. Sadly, Amanda's time comes sooner than Ray can accept. She lies weak in her hospital bed, her breaths shallow. Rachel, crying, sings the same lullaby Amanda once sang to her. Slowly, the song fades, and Amanda passes away, leaving her family broken. The loss leaves Ray and Rachel struggling to rebuild their lives. The days feel empty, but months later, Ray gets a call from a reporter. The man says he has proof that could destroy Keeley and warns Ray to meet him alone at a certain place. Ray travels by train, switching lines to avoid being followed. But Rachel secretly follows him, unwilling to let her father go alone. When Ray meets the reporter, their conversation is cut short when a man suddenly attacks. The attacker stabs the reporter, then turns on Ray. The fight is fierce, but the man is stronger and more skilled. Rachel hears the fight and shouts for her father, distracting him for a moment. The attacker pushes her aside, beats Ray badly, drags him toward a train, and throws him out before escaping into the crowd. 2 years pass. Rachel is now older and stronger, but the pain from the past has not faded. She puts all her anger into boxing. During a sparring match, she becomes so aggressive that she almost hurts her opponent before the coach steps in. Elsewhere, politician Vinod Shah makes a business deal with Simon Keeley, joining forces. Ray and Rachel, still determined to get justice, spend their time gathering proof against Keeley. Rachel admits she's scared her memories of her mother are fading, which makes their mission feel even more important. Their search leads them to a charity auction hosted by Keeley, with Shah supporting him. Ray follows Keeley to a luxury hotel, disguising himself as a waiter. Before making his move, he locks a nearby bathroom and puts up an out-of-order sign so no one will interrupt. Keeley finishes his speech, and Shah pushes him to talk to the guests, hinting that Shah is actually the one in control. Ray spills a drink on Keeley, forcing him toward the locked bathroom, straight into his trap. Ray intercepts him in the hallway, quickly knocking out his bodyguards. With a knife at Keeley's throat, Ray demands answers about the reporter's murder. Keely says it was Shah's doing and that nothing in the company happens without Shah's approval. Before Ray can react, another guard rushes in and attacks. The fight is fast but deadly. Ray moves quickly, killing the guard who had attacked him. Keely tries to fight back in desperation, but Ray is stronger and more determined. He grabs a sheet of plastic, presses it over Keely's face, and holds it there until Keely stops breathing. Exhausted but still alert, Ray goes home and tells Rachel to pack their things immediately. He explains that killing Keely wasn't something he planned, but when Keely pulled out a gun, he had no choice but to protect himself. Rachel tries to ask more questions, wanting to understand everything, but Ray's patience runs out. His voice turns sharp as he tells her to focus on packing and not to argue. While this is happening, FBI agent Sarah Meeker meets with Keely's business partners. During the meeting, she learns an important piece of information. Keely once hinted that if a certain woman was harmed, then Vinod Shah's life would also be in danger. Sensing this could be the clue she needs, Meeker instructs her team to go through every threat Keely had ever received, hoping that one of them will reveal the full picture. Meanwhile, Ray and Rachel drive toward Toronto, wanting to get as far as possible from the law. Meeker, now aware of Ray's family, orders his vehicle to be tracked. At a toll booth, surveillance cameras capture his license plate, giving away their route. But the FBI isn't the only danger. A group of deadly killers is also on their trail, moving in closer. That night, they stop at the Greenfield Motel. While Ray is checking the room, Rachel secretly uses a disposable phone to call Meeker. She tells the agent that her father isn't guilty and keeps the phone so she can call again without being tracked. Ray, always thinking ahead, takes a small bell from an animal's collar and ties it to the motel door handle. It's a simple trick, but it will make noise if someone tries to sneak in. The precaution saves them. In the middle of the night, the bell jingles softly. Someone is breaking in. Ray wakes instantly, shakes Rachel awake, and they slip out quietly through the shadows while their pursuers search other rooms. But they aren't fast enough to go unnoticed. One of the men spots them and charges. Ray fights fiercely, using every bit of strength he has, and kills the attacker. Almost immediately, another man appears. Their fight spills onto the hood of a car, and during a violent struggle over a gun, it goes off, killing the man. Ray takes the gun and the extra magazine before hurrying away with Rachel into the darkness. Elsewhere, Amos Santos, one of the hired killers, stops at a small automotive shop. Without hesitation, he shoots the owner, steals a minibus, and continues the chase. Back on the road, Rachel remains silent, refusing to speak to Ray. She's angry, scared, and tired of constantly being in danger. Later, during a stop, Ray starts researching Vinod Shah and his network on his phone. Rachel runs over and hugs him suddenly, warning that if they reach a certain hotel, they might be cornered. Ray reassures her, telling her that he intends to face Shah directly and end it all. Soon, Ray learns that Shah will be traveling along the same route they are on. He starts preparing for an ambush, checking his weapons, modifying his bullets, and practicing his aim until he is satisfied. Rachel quietly tells him she believes in him, which gives him even more determination to finish the fight. At the same time, Rachel uses her disposable phone to contact Meeker again, telling her about the armed men chasing them and warning that her father plans to strike first. Meeker warns her that she is the only one who can stop him from going too far. Ray continues his preparations. When Shah's convoy appears near a canal, Ray puts his trap in place by removing the stopper from a road crossing sign and using a fallen tree to block the road. The lead car is forced to turn back. Using a crane, Ray drops a heavy object onto one of the convoy vehicles. Shah steps out, trying to find a way through, but before he can act, Amos suddenly arrives. Shah points a gun at him, but Amos is quicker, killing Shah's men and blowing up his car. Ray seizes the chaos, cornering Shah at gunpoint and demanding answers about the reporter's death. Before he can get far, Rachel steps out of their car, calling to him. Shah smirks and taunts them, but before the situation can escalate, Amos shoots Shah. Ray and Rachel race to their car, but Amos opens fire, hitting the vehicle. They drive until the car breaks down, then continue on foot through the quiet streets. They come across a small convenience store with no one inside, take cash from the register, and leave quickly. Later, they spot Amos's minibus parked by the road and approach with caution. Inside a nearby restaurant, they meet him. The air is tense, but the presence of police officers in the room keeps things from exploding into violence. Ray offers Amos three choices: go to the police, vanish forever, or give him the name of the true mastermind behind everything. Amos chooses the third option, giving a name and telling them to meet in T-City. As Ray and Rachel walk out, Amos mutters under his breath that their paths will cross again. Amos begins following them soon after. Ray manages to shake him for a short while, but when traffic clogs a bridge, Ray makes a quick, risky choice. He leaves Rachel behind and runs off on foot. The chase ends at the same football stadium shown at the start of the story. Here, the truth is finally revealed. Ray had actually died long ago during a fight on a train with a man named Mason Tao. Losing both parents so close together broke Rachel's mind, making her imagine her father was still alive. Everything after his death, the motel fights, the attacks, the ambushes, had been done by Rachel herself. After her meeting with Amos, Rachel goes off alone. Even though Meeker warns her to stop, she heads to the pier. Later, ABS agents try to arrest her, but she fights them, killing the agents and causing the ambulance she's in to crash. In the confusion, she escapes. Her next target is politician Diner Morgan. She plans to kill him during a campaign event, but changes her mind and slips away when she spots Amos in the crowd. Later, she follows Morgan to his office. This time, when Amos appears, they fight in a fierce hand-to-hand battle. Rachel uses everything around her, walls, furniture, and sharp objects, to her advantage, finally defeating him. At last, she corners Morgan. She threatens him and records his confession. Instead of killing him, she sends the recording to Meeker, ensuring Morgan will be arrested. With the authorities closing in fast, Rachel leaves the country, disappearing into an uncertain future, her path unknown.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.